Welcome back, Pankaj from Sons of Technologies. One of the very commonly asked question in interview is list out the features of Java 8. So let's see all of these features. In this session, let's see Java 8 features. There are many features added in Java 8, among which one is lambda expressions. This is one of the very useful feature added in Java 8. So this will help you to specify the functions without creating a class. And as well, you can specify the function without giving any name. Hence, it is called as anonymous functions. Lambda expressions can be built making use of functional interfaces. Then, the other very major feature which is added in Java 8 is the methods in interface can now be provided with body. So before version 8, we were having only abstract methods in interface, means no methods with body. But yes, from Java 8 onwards, we can have interface methods with body, provided we declare such methods as default or static. Next, the other feature added is Java Stream APIs. As there was huge boom in the big data field, so whenever we want to retrieve a huge amount of data and filter it, or we have to go for map, reduce, these kind of operations, then we can make use of Java Stream APIs which are added in Java 8. So there are many APIs which are added which will help you to work on the big data kind of content. Next, optional class. One of the major problem in Java was handling the null pointer exception. Many of the cases we used to get null pointer exceptions in the program. So to handle it, the Java 8 has introduced a new class called as optional. So this optional API will return an object if everything is fine and can specify even the scenarios when the data is null, then what exactly has to be done rather than generating null pointer exception. Then the another feature, for each method in iterable interface. So whenever we want to traverse through the collection framework objects, we used to have iterator and we have to say only has next and next methods. But now we can make use of for each method, so using which we can just iterate through all the other elements in a collection object. Then we have some additional collection API improvements also been made by adding some factory methods. And these collection API improvements also is to deal with the immutable sets list kind of objects. Then in the older versions of Java, we had very fewer classes for date and time related coding. So now in Java 8, they have created a separate package with all set of APIs which will deal with all the date and time related operations in much more detail. This is another major addition in Java 8, that we can now provide a references to methods, which is called as method references. So we can put two colons and then we can specify a reference to any method. In fact, it's not only for method, we can have a reference to methods as well as constructors, due to which we can now even pass the methods as parameters to any other method. Next, concurrency API improvements. So here they have added some additional APIs for concurrent programming, which is mainly used for multi-threaded programming. Then the another major inclusion is Nashorn, which is a JavaScript engine which will help you to execute JavaScript from within your Java program. So we have a tool with the name JJS, using which you can execute directly .js file as well. And also we have some set of APIs included, using which we can embed JavaScript code or we can execute JavaScript code from within the Java program. Likewise, there are many more features added in Java 8 like string joiner class, predicates, array parallel sorting, and many more. But yes, among so many features, these are the major features which are being used and widely asked by the companies. Now, the practical of all these things is out of the scope of this video, because for this it needs a very elaborated video for each and every topic. So hence we will be having it as a separate video. But yes, as of now, these are the major features which can be listed out for Java 8. Thank you.